discuss about some advanced concepts. From today onwards, we are entering into the advanced discussion in the people tools. First topic I am taking people code. In people code, we learned number of built-in functions concept. We used number of built-in functions in our practice. Let's talk about functions. We haven't touched this topic so far. What is the function? Function is nothing but reuse the logic. You see functions usage in the C programming, Java, C++, everywhere. In people code also we will use the functions logic. Functions. Function is nothing but we are creating one portion of code to reuse wherever we want. How we will declare the function, how we will pass the parameters to the function, we will see. First, okay, this is the delivered component, job data. It has a big structure like number of level ones included, number of functionalities included in the job data. Now, if you open the people code of job data component, you see, please ignore this stuff, import. This is related to the application packages. This is purely related to the application packages. This is the topic we are going to discuss now, functions. What is function? Here, observe carefully. You are going to declare all the variables, functions before the original people code logic starts. Like this. All these I can consider declarations. Simply say inputs for this people code program. Declare function. Function is nothing but it's a people code. Function name, parameters, that means the syntax of function declaration. Declare the function, function name, where this function stores. Where this function stores. The place where you stored the function, this is the place. Declare function, function name, where it stores in the people code. The people code is available in this place. This is the record, this is the field and event. Funclib records. Functions will store in funclib records, funclib underscore. Most of the functions you will see these records, funclib. Most of all the maximum 99.99% funclib records are derived records. I can say 100%. Funclib underscore HR, funclib underscore EP. That means funclib means function library, underscore HR means HR, human resources related. If you open a record, funclib underscore HR, people code functions HR, it's a derived record. You see a lot of fields are there, totally 104 fields are there. If you go to the people code, most of the people code is in field formula. This is the event, field formula. Have you remember, whenever we are discussing the people code, I already told you, we are not using field formula for our people code firing. People code event process flow, we are not considering field formula. We are not going to write the code in the field formula. But here you see a lot of code in the field formula. What type of code? Any people code, if you open here, you see functions. Any people code, if you open, here you see functions, functions, functions. We are storing functions in the field formula people code in function library records. Okay, I decided in this post build event, I decided I'm going to use this function. Create retro before RS. This is the function name. It's available in this place. Can we see this function? I have to open this record, I have to go to this field and I have to open the field formula. Not like this. Right click on the function, view function, create retro before RS. This is the function. What they are doing? Local row set, and they are collecting the job data into the row set, and they are checking something in this function. They are checking some logic in this function by using this function. Now, function is stored in this place, funclib underscore py underscore hr, update request is the field, field formula is the event. Done. You declared this function where they used this function. Control F here. You see, there are no parameters they defined. There are no inputs required to run this or to execute this function. That's why it's blank. What they are doing, they are calling the row set here and capture job before any user input. This is the function. It is not expecting any parameters, input parameters. Some of the functions, like let us say, try to open here. They used a function. Okay, one sec. They used a function in the save post change people code of the job data component. Declare function, validate primary jobs, function stored in funclib underscore benefits. Primary job indicator is the field. Validate primary jobs. They are checking this function. If you open this function, have you observed here? Multiple job scenario is yes for your organization. Multiple jobs is enabled. Employee is doing multiple jobs. I think we discussed the same Gita in functional session, right? Today. Multiple jobs. If they are doing the multiple jobs, this particular option is enabled in your PeopleSoft system. Validate the primary jobs table to make sure isn't correct. Have you observed one thing? This is the beauty of the delivered people code. They will clearly explain if there is any important condition, what purpose they are writing the condition, like this. If the multiple job scenario is true, then they are validating the primary jobs. Okay. Employee ID. Into this variable, they are collecting the employee ID from the person table. That means person is the table is in the level 0. Job data component in the level 0, person table will be there. They are capturing the employee ID and they are storing it in a variable employee ID. You see the result, it's a variable. What is this variable? It is generating true or false. Which type of variable I can consider it is? Anyone can answer. The result is false or true. It is coming. Then which type of variable it is?
Boolean.
Absolutely, you are right, Srini. Boolean. Then to get the result, it's a true or false. What they are doing, they are passing employee ID as an input to the validate primary jobs function. Again, validate primary jobs function is available in funclib underscore benefits primary job indicator field formula. Now, if they are checking multiple job scenario, now here terminating additional assignments. Okay, sorry, here update the benefit program party table from the scroll. This scroll is manually managed because of the key mismatches. Employer RCD is really benefit record number. Now I'm checking that particular employee primary job. How I am checking? Open this function. How big it is? You know how big it is? This is the function. You know, we can write the entire logic in our people code itself. But why we placed it as a function? Why? Because not only in the save post change people code, in some other benefit components, in some other logics, I would like to validate the primary job. That means everywhere, if I'm not storing it as a function, everywhere I have to write the entire people code. Here the input is employee ID. We are passing employee ID as input. We collected the employee ID from the component level 0 record and we are passing the employee ID. If you open the function, we pass the employee ID as input. Now I'm getting, what is this variable here? Where we are getting this variable? RS primary job. Where we are getting this?
We declared in the row set, no? The row set RS primary job.
No. Here is we declared it's a row set. But what I'm saying, where is the value? Here.
Initially,
Huh?
initially the value will be null, and then you're populating it.
Absolutely. If none, that means there is no value. Then view of the primary job joined to the employment record. If you open this record, view definition, this is the view. If you open the view, they are concatenating, they are joining primary jobs table with pararg assignment. What is this pararg assignment? What type of data it will hold? Go ahead and check it in the backend. For each and every employee ID, let's take this employee ID. It has 4 employer CDs. He has 4 employer CDs. And what they are checking? Employee ID equal to employer CD. Then how many rows it will retrieve for this employee ID? 4 rows. Am I right? Otherwise, simply run this query. Where a dot employee ID equals to and a dot employee ID equals to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many rows it is retrieving? 5 rows. How many jobs he is doing? Can you look at the data and tell me how many jobs he is doing?
4 jobs.
How do you say it's 4 jobs? It is showing 5 rows.
From Ample RCD.
Okay. Do one thing. Select star from PS underscore job where employee ID equals to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Under this MPLRCD1, if you look at the data, additional job is there. Sorry, not in 1 second. One additional job is there. Additional, ADD. What is the meaning of additional job in PeopleSoft? Joyce, have you remember the concept of additional job in PeopleSoft? Geeta, what is the meaning of additional job?
I am not 100% sure, but so there is one primary job.
No. I'm talking about the additional job.
No, I don't
Additional
know.
assignment. Please review that functional discussion once. Okay, where we discussed about the organizational instances and additional jobs in the core HR.
Oh, yeah, got it.
Okay, then let's say this employee is now fetching multiple rows. Okay, then here you see they are checking the data with by joining per org assignment table with primary jobs table. They are checking the primary job availability in the function. How big it is, the function. But what they written simply the people code. Again, they are populating the row sets based on some benefit records, and they created a loop, and they are checking some conditions. If valid equal to true, something. Then return is the valid. Here return, what is returning? Its value it is returning. Here in the save post change people code, the result, what it is resulting, it's a true or false. If the particular function is resulting false, then they are collecting the data is corrupt for this employee, trigger a work list item to run the audit report if there is not an existing unworked item. Some issue they found out. But here what we are discussing, again, I'm coming to the basics, function. This is the function. They are expecting some inputs. What are the inputs? We are giving the inputs here in the name of employee. Here one more function. Write BBB scroll, or here one more function, update additional assignments. Update additional assignments. They are passing the inputs, additional job RS, additional job RS row delete. Where these parameters are coming up. Have you found these parameters here? Why? Because if you open this function, it is expecting this is the row set and this is one more row set. It is expecting 2 row sets as inputs. Then where these 2 row sets information is coming, let us try to find out this variable is available in any other scenario. In this people code component, save post change people code, this particular row set, we are giving input to this function. But where is the value of this row set I am talking about? In this people code portion, I have not found. Only two places I have this variable, here and here. Where is the chance of getting this information? In this people code portion, I am not able to find out this variable value.
So that variable could be global.
How do you say it's global?
Because
Based on
you
what?
have not declared it here in the save post change.
We declared here.
It's a component variable.
Then what is the meaning of component variable?
So it's available to all the pages in that component.
Only the pages?
I mean, all the objects in that component, like pages and menu.
What is the meaning of pages and menus? Like, okay, pages are part of component. Variable is directly available on the page?
Yeah,
How
because
is,
it's a component variable.
okay, that's what I'm saying. Now I would like to find out, this is not a small component, right? It has four events in the component. You see, number of other people codes also defined here, right? Then where they initially declared this variable, somewhere they initially passed some value into this variable. All of you please try to understand this point. Here they declared it's a component. Understood. Then how we can confirm where they might initially place some value into this variable? I would like to know what is the best possible way. This is the part of debugging.
And you right click on that.
Okay.
No.
Maybe search in the component level.
How can I search in the component level? That's my point.
Okay. Find, edit, find in. Then you can use the find type.
Okay, one sec. I'm taking this variable. Okay, edit, find in. Okay, here I'm placing. Okay.
Okay, testing people code and SQL. Okay, then into the project you can put the component.
Is this find type text in people code SQL is okay, or shall I change anything?
Maybe put into the people code, I think.
Absolutely. Why? Because in SQLs we won't declare any variables, right?
Yes.
Okay. Next.
And instead of the project, you can put in the component or something like that.
No, it won't available. Why? Because it's a project.
Okay. Then we have to put the entire project, I think. Entire
What
database.
is the project name? Why? Because it's a job data. Is there any special project created by the Oracle? No.
No. Then you have to go down and unselect, clear all.
Okay, clear all.
And then you have to see in the record people code and table.
Okay. Not in the views, not in the derived?
Maybe, but you can go down. Do you have anything like in the component level is there?
Okay, component.
Yeah, component people. That is enough,
both are enough?
I think so.
Page. People code might be there. Why? Because page people code also firing within the component, right?
Yeah. But actually they mentioned the component somewhere declared in the component.
Component is the declaration. Component, local variable. Here you see the local declaration. If you declared this variable er underscore referral or underscore job, ampersand row, all these variables you declared it as a local. That means these variables has life till the save post change event only. If you declared component, okay, then it has life till the component processing completed.
Okay.
That means initially, whenever you enter into the component, manipulating the data, saving the data, till that, this particular variable has life. Next, if we declare it as a global, until the session over. Session means?
Saving the component.
Sign in and sign out of PeopleSoft.
Oh, okay.
It's a global, right? You are talking it as global.
Okay.
Generally, the global variable concept mostly we will use in application engines. Mostly we will use in application engines. Very rarely we will use in people code level. We will use in the people code level, but very occasionally, whenever we are having any sign-on people code, we are having in that sign-on people code, are we capturing any parameters? Based on those parameters, we would like to display some parts of the employee portion, then we will use that globals. Otherwise, mostly component is enough for the people code level. Okay, I selected next. What should I do? Click on find. Maybe it will take some time, but this is the best possible way. Okay, it's done. How many occurrences? 15 occurrences, right? 15 occurrences. Look at this and tell me where we can find out the information. Look at these occurrences and tell me where is the possible value assignment.
Job effective date, save date.
How you say job effective date, save date?
The component row set add job rs, add job rs.
Here also the component row set declaration, here also, everywhere. Then how do you confirm it's a save edit?
Actually, they declared always before save post change, definitely. The order of the firing the code.
Okay, then why don't you look for in row delete?
Generally, the row delete is firing after there is later. No, that's correct. Row delete is firing save post change.
Hey, row delete, sir.
No,
Whenever you're trying to delete a row, it will fire. Okay, first open the row delete. Here, this is not the variable we are looking. Have you observed?
Yeah.
We are looking for a variable additional job rs.
Okay.
This is different. You can ignore it. This is
the
right event. Save edit. How can I confirm this is the right event? Why? Because here you see the assignment. Here you see the assignment, right?
Okay.
Value assigned here. If you open the save edit, here they are declaring it as a component. In this portion, they are assigning a value to this variable. All of you, can you get my point here?
Yes.
Then later also, they declared one more function, prepare additional assignment terminations. Yes, additional job rs. We are passing here. Then, not only here, if you open this, okay, update all assignments, update additional assignments. I would like to know in how many places system used this, PeopleSoft delivered used this functionality. then again the same way you can check it. Clear all? In the people code, record people code, and page people code. Why? Because you're going to change this function. You thought there's something I would like to change in this function. Update additional assignments. Then you have to check in how many places. Whenever you are checking, please include app package people code also. Then it will result to you how many places they used it. You see, funclib_job additional assignment field formula. Here, here, and here. These many places will get effect whenever you changed this function update additional assignments. Here also, open it, update additional assignments. This is the original function. Okay, then here is the function usage. Here, where it is, yes. And one more place, they are using the function update additional assignments. That means here we have to check how it's going to be impact. Any doubt about these functions usage? Simply what we are doing, we are creating a function, we are storing it in a place, and we are calling via the people code. How we are calling? We are simply using the function syntax, declare function, function name, people code, record, field, which event you stored the function.
So Venkat, how do you decide on which field name you will write this function? I mean, it's on field formula for all.
Okay, let us say you are writing the function. Right, you are on your own field. You are storing in some place. That's it. I am storing my function in employee ID field. You can store your function in department ID field in some different record. But 100% that should be a derived record. There you are not having any other special execution, just you are storing the function. Here, if you open this function, update additional assignments, have you observed what they written? They explained about what the function will do. The function executes the update of additional assignment as recorded in the given additional assignments row set. Okay, and they are writing the function logic and they are closing the function. There is no additional people code which will fire in this event. Why? Because you can't see this field availability on the pages or components or any other PIA portions. Have you understood this point?
So you're saying that this particular field, if it has been used anywhere else, the field formula will not show up there.
Field formula is firing. What you are firing? You are not firing anything. You've written a function. If you written a function, whenever you call this function, then only it will fire. Have you observed this? Otherwise, simply have you observed this? funclib_ben. Open the benefit plan. Okay, function, end function, function, end function. Any other name must be defined in this field formula? No, right? Even though they are using this field in online, it will fire the field formula, but nothing to fire here. When these functions will fire, whenever you call this function in a particular page, then only it will fire. The confusion clear? Srini, are we clear about it?
That means the benefit plan field is never used in any page?
Maybe they used, but not from this record. Funclip underscore Ben. Okay, you're saying, Venkat, I seen Funclip underscore Ben, benefit plan, field is used. Okay, what's the problem in it?
Okay.
Are you writing any direct people code in the field formula? Nothing. Only function.
Okay.
Function won't execute if you won't call the function.
Okay.
That's the important. That's the main point. Function will execute whenever you call this function like this. To call the function, you have to declare the function. Got it?
Yeah.
So field formula is used only for that purpose, writing the functions.
You're right. Writing the functions only. Let's say in the benefit plan, have you observed? Here, one function, two functions, any multiple functions you can write here. You got my point? Multiple functions. But this function is calling from some other people code, this function is calling from some other people code. Yes, there is a chance.
Like this one is like a storage.
It's just a storage. If you see our CI people code, let's say, this is our application engine. In the application engine or any file layout people code, you see here. Here also you are using some functions. In the application engine program people code, here also. You know one thing? We written the function here, but it's not an event. We are calling the function within the people code. That's why we are not declaring them. We written the function in the same portion of people code and we are using edit record. If you see here, we are using the function. Are we declaring like declare function blah blah blah? It's not required. Why? Because you written the function in the same portion of the people code. In this particular scenario, yes, you may found these type of functions in the normal record people codes or component people codes also. If you are writing the function in the same portion of the people code, no need to declare them, no need to call them. Why? Because you written. You can call, you can use the function directly like this, edit record something. Here. Import segment. Yes, we used the function here. Is it clear about the functions, all of you? Geeta, Joycey, Srini, Pranita, everyone. That means why I explained this today. Why? Because in a lot of people code, in a lot of delivered people code portions, you see function, declare function. It's nothing. It's not an alien kind of thing. It's a people code. Some portion of the people code they stored in some place which is a reusable logic. They don't want to fire each and every time the entire, they don't want to write the entire people code every time. They are storing common logic, reusable logic in a place, and we are passing input parameters to fire the logic. Are we clear about it? Okay. Thank you. We will discuss tomorrow the application packages, the last form of the people code. Please don't miss the tomorrow session.